What's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking out the Libertarian. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you do, I will personally come over to your house and give you a hug. I've noticed that there's a lot of people who don't really know what libertarianism actually is. Most people on the left and on the right have this belief that the Libertarian Party is just this party that interferes with elections and causes their candidate to lose. Which, it's a fair point, but there's a lot more to the platform than just that. So I wanted to break down very briefly just what some of those beliefs are. What I'm going to be doing after that is I want to have a video series where each video is just going to be about 2 or 3 minutes long, and I want to break down each individual platform and go into just a little bit more detail. So be on the lookout for that. Right now, what I want to do is list you off some of the beliefs that the Libertarian Party holds. That way you can have a more in-depth understanding of who we are. If you're either on the fence about the Libertarian Party, maybe you're not even sure what the Libertarian Party believes, then this can give you a little bit more insight and you can make a more informed opinion. So starting off, the Libertarian Party believes in personal liberty, individual responsibility, essentially. I'm looking at the lp.org, that's LP as in libertarianparty.org. That's where you can find out all sorts of information about the Libertarian Party, really any questions that you have, anything that you need to know. That's the best website to go to, in my opinion. And lp.org actually lists personal liberty as number one, and I think that's fair to say. They say that individuals are inherently free to make choices for themselves and must accept responsibility for the consequences of their choices they make. Our support of an individual's right to make choices in life does not mean that we necessarily approve or disapprove of those choices. And that's the key difference between Republicans and Democrats and the Libertarian Party, is it seems that if we say we support the freedom to do something, that a lot of people think that means that we support that action, and that's not the case. But we support their freedom to do that because they take that responsibility, and that also means that they take on the responsibility of the consequences. So that goes along with self-ownership, with their own privacy, with their self-defense, etc. Another one is economic liberty. We believe in a free and competitive marketplace. We believe in capitalism. We don't believe that the government should be forcing regulations on companies in order to make it a more fair environment. That is very anti-libertarian, and it's anti-freedom. So based off those two right there, we're for individual freedom and economic freedom. LP.org breaks this down very well. It says the only proper role of government in the economic realm is to protect property rights, adjudicate disputes, and provide a legal framework in which voluntary trade is protected. All efforts by government to redistribute wealth or to control or manage trade are improper in a free society. The third platform is securing liberty. Now, the government is constitutionally limited as to prevent them from trampling on our rights, but one of their proper roles is to ensure that our freedoms do not get violated, and so that our civil liberties are protected. Now, that maintains whether it be through a domestic affair or a foreign one. Libertarians do believe in having a military. We believe in having a very strong national defense. However, we also do not believe in being the world's policeman. And actually, most Americans also believe the same thing, that we do not need to be in everyone's business. We do not need to interfere with civil wars. We do not need to be involved in every single war around the world. We believe that we should pull our troops home. We should maintain our borders. We should secure our homeland so that if anyone were to attack us, if anyone were to try something, they would get stopped. Because it is the job of the United States government to protect its citizens. Wherever the government exists, they must not violate the rights of any individual. Specifically, the right to life, the right to free speech and action, the right of property. To elaborate a little bit on that last one, LP.org again breaks that down perfectly, where it says that we oppose all government interference with private property such as confiscation, nationalization, and eminent domain and support the prohibition of robbery, trespass, fraud, and misrepresentation. Everything that I listed just now, I believe that everybody, man, woman, child, Republican, Democrat, Independent, and of course Libertarian, can get behind. Now, like I said, in the video series that are going to be following, I'm going to break down each one of those a lot more detailed, and there's a lot more subsections coming out, so there's probably going to be several videos that follow this that breaks it down a little bit more. Essentially, what the Libertarian Party believes is that we should have all of our freedoms all of the time.